Resolution requesting investigation by GAO and DOD in the new base construction in Henoko of Okinawa. Whereas the Futema replacement facility construction is now estimated to take until 2040 or 2045, a half century after the original proposal. And whereas the environmental assessment carried out by Okinawa Defense Bureau has been discredited by the Okinawan government and Okinawan and Japanese environmental experts. And whereas some maps show 2 active faults directly below the site where Okinawa Defense Bureau's experts say it is safe to ignore these. And whereas the standard penetration test has, in some parts of Aura Bay, yielded an N value of 0, or the consistency of mayonnaise, which will require the insertion of 77,000 sand piles or pillars. And whereas the Okinawan Times survey indicated that there are buildings and transmission towers near the site that exceed FAA and DOD height limit regulations. And whereas the Okinawan Defense Bureau reports on the N value OC bottom were dated in 2015 and was kept from the Okinawan public until 2018. And whereas February 24th, 2019, a prefectural referendum on the project gave a result of 71.74% opposing the Henoko landfill. Therefore, we, Veterans for Peace, request that an investigation be conducted on these concerns by GAO and DOD and the new base construction in Henoko. This was co-sponsored by the Okinawa chapter.
Okay. Any discussion for or against? We got somebody who wants to speak to this. And you got a question?
Sure. Fair question. Yeah, we demanding a scrap, but they don't listen, right? So, and part of that's because of the enablement by the Japanese government. So we're demanding that the Congress step in and not just blindly accept information from Japan.
Yeah.
Is that clear? Okay.
Also, the GAO has previously engaged in this issue, so there was some hope that they could be encouraged to do so further.
So saying just stop wasn't enough. This is a more specific action, procedural, if you will, and not nonpartisan.
Okay, Mark, you want to speak for? Against? Clarification. Okay.
My only question about this is it calls for DOD to investigate, and I really wonder what credibility they have. GAO is far more credible, and I would support that.
Fair. Both GAO and DOD are listed. If you're suggesting the DOD be pulled out, is that would make you feel better?
Yeah.
Oh, can't be amended right now, though.
Okay.
There's
So in the understanding the reason, though, that what your concern is hasn't been left out. Yeah. That's why it's on there. Thank you.
Right. But if you can force the DOD to be doing some internal things and slowing things down, that might help too.
I have a question on the last sentence.
We can't hear you, John. Are you speaking for or against, or?
I have a point of information.
Okay. We'll get a mic then. And
Thank you. If you look at the very last sentence, therefore we, Veterans for Peace, and the point of information is how will the GAO or the DOD be notified of our desires? Because normally you already made the point that you don't want the headquarters to do things. So how will this happen?
It's not that we don't want them to do it.
Well, I understand
It's that
the
they
reason.
cannot be obliged.
Precisely.
By the
So
resolution.
So my question then is, how will this get? If we pass it, how will it be?
This will get done by the Okinawa chapter, bugging the national office until they do it. And I know that Okinawa chapter will do that.
And we have an active campaign addressing the Armed Service Committee to do just that, sir. Yes, sir. And we have already an online petition that's in process to be uploaded to the VFP website.
Okay, outstanding. All right, all in favor of this resolution, hold your green cards up high. And great. Any opposed, hold your red cards up. No, I don't see any opposed. Any abstentions? One abstention. Huh? Okay, Jan. Okay.
We just threw this together to make, because today, the last couple hours thing.
So, okay, any abstentions? No abstentions? To pass unanimously. And tell me if I'm wrong, Patrick, but I think we just finished our resolution business.
Yes,
And-
sir.